Select one of these yogurt containers, baby food containers. Take the lid off. I have a whole coffee can full of different size paint brushes that I'll keep full over there. Make sure you clean them out when you're done with just mineral spirits. And we're gonna coat where we do not want that texture on the plate. So I just want it in the background, so carefully holding it so I don't touch the surface. I'm gonna use this Faltone to block out where I don't want the texture. I'm just gonna leave it exposed. Sometimes if it's really streaky, you might end up having to let it dry a little bit. You do not want to put this back on the hot plate. That would re-melt your texture. Even though that dries your hard ground, you don't want to do that. Do not put it back on the hot plate. You want to paint it out as best as you can. If you don't like to file the edges of your plate, you could carefully coat the edges or just leave them. See, if it's really streaky like that, sometimes I'll set it by the fan, let that dry a little while before I put it in the acid, because the acid will eat through all those little streaks. The more you keep brushing it, the streakier it's gonna be. But you can see I might do this edge. It's hard when you have a big exposed edge to paint it without getting it on the surface. But if you wanna do that, paint it from the bottom up. Kinda helps. When you think you've painted everything you wanted to block out, remember, clean out your brush with mineral spirits. But now I've just got background exposed with that wallpaper texture. I'm gonna set this by the fan. It's not gonna get completely dry, the asphaltum, but I wanna leave it about 10 minutes and just let it get as dry as it can before we put it in the acid. I want that fairly dark, so pulls off a lot of soft ground. I'm gonna put it in for about 4 minutes.